Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to see love and the general for the sign of Taurus for the week ahead. So watch this video if you're a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you're dealing with one. Keep in mind these are general reading, so it may or may not resonate. If it do not resonate, do not try to deliberately fit in. Check in any other placement. If you want to have a personal reading, link is in the description. If you want to follow me on my Instagram where I share weekly and monthly horoscopes for free, then the link is in the description. And if you don't already know, I'm a Taurus, Moon and Venus myself, so we post Taurus videos very consistently on the channel. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and if you have, then thank you so much. I so appreciate your presence here on my channel. Thank you once again. So Taurus, let's see your messages for the week ahead. First we'll see your blockage and then what you don't know about the week ahead. Then we'll go to your love messages, general messages and all of that. So yeah, let's see what is the blockage for Taurus for the week ahead that Taurus needs to be aware. So what is the blockage? So your blockage is the High Priestess. Taurus, your intuition is not working in the direction that you wanted to. Some of you, I see that you may experience a brain fog sort of, so it's like you might try to get inspiration from your intuition. You might try to get like intuitive downloads, and you may feel like it's not happening or your intuition is blocked or whatever. So I would suggest you to clear your third eye chakra, unblock your third eye chakra. So you can listen to a couple of meditations on YouTube for third eye chakra. You can do that, or you can also use crystals for your third eye. For example, you can use amethyst. Amethyst is an amazing crystal that works for it, so you can use that. You can also use which other crystal, blue aventurine. So that is also something which will help you to unblock your third eye chakra. All right, so yeah, you can use that. And then the other blockage for you could be that these days you have become very suspicious. You keep on over analyzing stuff, and you do not take actions. So I see that your blockage is over analysis, and then over analysis is leading to paralysis. So a piece of advice for you this week is to not overthink things. Like, it's good to plan and it's good to think about stuff, but not to the point that it stops you from moving forward. Okay, so just make sure that your over analysis is not leading to paralysis in your life. So that is that. Like, stop being overly suspicious about things around you. Okay, all right. So, and what is the opportunity that is coming towards Taurus that Taurus doesn't see? What is the, so we have the King of Cups. Oh, Taurus, there could be a love offer coming in towards you and you don't see it. So some of you, there could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that is coming towards you with a love offer, and you do not see it. I also see that there is something which you did not expect to come your way. Like, you might have given up hopes on this particular situation, and unexpectedly something is coming your way, and it's going to bring in obviously happiness, but it's going to be a bit of shocking as well. So that is that. Some of you, I also see good money coming your way. However, there's going to be competition for that, so you might have to compete. You might have to prove your worth, you might have to prove your skills, but all of this also is going to lead to some sort of a good news. King of Cups can depict a good news, a message of good news coming in, somebody coming in with a proposal. So if it's not a proposal, then it could be a good news in regards to your career, finance or whatever. And this looks unexpected. You did not expect about it. You might have given up on it, and now it's showing up in your life. All right, so that is what I see for you, Taurus, for the week ahead. Now let us see your general message. So what else for Taurus for the week ahead, please? What else is coming towards Taurus for the week ahead? What else? So we have the Six of Wands. Wow, I love that. So Six of Wands again talks about victory. So Taurus, I see that there's going to be victory coming in your way. You will be standing out in some aspect of your life. So career-wise, financially or whatever, I see that you will be very victorious, So if you do not let this analysis paralysis dominate your life, and if you are willing to take risks, then I see that you will be victorious. If you are facing any sort of competition, this week, then you might stand out, you might win that competition. So that is that. I also see that in your workspace, Maybe your boss might call you and appreciate you in front of other people, so that is possible. If you're facing any other competition, you may stand out. There is fame and recognition coming in. So if you're on social media, you might just attract a lot of attention towards you. But even if you're not like a social media celebrity kind of thing, like you're not popular on social media, then it's just that people around you are going to take a note of you, your work, and you will be appreciated. Like some sort of a fame, recognition, status, like a boost in your career or image is going to happen this week. So again, the word of caution for you is do not let your analysis paralysis paralyze you and like take a risk and get out of your comfort zone, do whatever you have to do, and it's going to be very rewarding. Okay, all right, so what else? We also have the justice card. So some of you also, if you are facing any sort of a legal situation, then I see justice is going to prevail. And by justice, it does not mean that you are going to get whatever you want. Justice card necessarily shows that if you are the one who deserves, and like rightfully, if you deserved that particular thing for which you are fighting, then it's going to come to you. But let's say you have already gotten your share and you're trying to take what belongs to other people, then it's not going to happen. Because justice card talks about justice. It does not talk about what you think is justice. So with the justice card here, I definitely see that if you are the one who deserves this particular justice, like rightfully, then it's going to come to you. So if you're facing any court case or whatever, it's going to go in your favor if you were the one who was right, morally right and ethically right. And if you were the one who was not right, then get ready to get punished, all right? So that is possible. Ace of Swords. I keep on seeing cards of victory here. So Taurus, either, I don't know if you're facing any sort of competition these days. If you're facing competition this week, then this week is going to be bomb.com for you, because we already have 2 cards which show victory. And then we have justice right in the center, which again shows that if you're the one, if you've done your hard work and if you deserve this justice, it's going to come to you. So that is that. I also see that the communication is going to improve. You were looking for clear communication. You did not want anybody to beat around the bush for you. You wanted people to come in very cutthroat and very clear and very direct. And that's exactly what is happening. Like your communication with other people is going to be very to the point, and it's going to save you a lot of time. So you will be able to put your point forward and other people are going to put their point forward, and you both will be able to get on the same page, right? So yeah, the communication is improving and it is going to add in your career or finance or whatever. So it's going to lead to a lot of success basically, and a lot of recognition coming your way. So I keep on seeing that your status is going to be elevated. Love that. Victory, new beginnings, and success. That is the theme for you. All right, let's see your love messages. Give me the present energy for Taurus and love. What's happening for Taurus and love in present? So Queen of Wands, Taurus, you're looking for fun and loyalty in your relationships. 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Wow, I love that. So some of you, I see that either you're already dating somebody and you're looking for a future. And if you're not dating somebody, the good thing is that you're putting yourself out. So Queen of Wands is somebody who like goes on dates and she's talking to people and she's doing the stuff that she can do. So she's doing her part, which is good. And I see that now is the time when you're looking for a very stable connection. You're looking for like a one-on-one communication being improved, and you want somebody who can be an equal partner to you. Like now you're not looking for a husband, now you're not looking for a boyfriend, you're looking for a husband, you're looking for a wife, you are looking for somebody who you can build up with. And I see with the Queen of Wands that you are doing the work that is required on your part. You're putting yourself out, you're going on dates, you're talking to people. So good job at that. So that is your present energy. You're definitely looking for somebody you can have a connection with, which is good. I love that for you. But then what is the blockage? What is the blockage for Taurus in love? Tower card. The blockage is your ego. So some of you, I also see that your ego tendencies sometimes come in the way. Some of you, the problem is also that you are not surrendering. So at one point you're definitely putting yourself out and you're talking to people and you're doing everything that you should be doing, but then your ego kind of sometimes clashes, and then you do not take risks and you overanalyze the situation. You become very suspicious of the other person and then you screw the connection somehow. So that might be a blockage. Some of you, I see that something came crumbling in your love life in the past, So obviously this is not something in the present, it's in the past. Like you might have caught somebody red-handed in your previous relationship, you were badly cheated, betrayed, lied to, or whatever. That trauma is something which you still carry, you know. So you haven't cleared your slate clean. Yes, you're putting yourself out, you're meeting people, you're talking to people, yeah, you're doing it, but it's like your slate is still not clean, which is why a new chapter is not able to begin completely. You know, that analysis paralysis come and you become very suspicious, you doubt people too much, you know, because you've been carrying so much of trauma from your past connection. The moment you meet somebody, you're very suspicious of them. So over analysis is somewhere blocking you, and you also need to let go of your ego tendencies. So just like keep your ego tendencies in check. Don't be egoistic in your approach. Don't be like, do not think highly of you, but don't think that you're above everybody. So don't do that, right? Because then you will just shadow ban everyone, and then that's not good. Okay. So that is your blockage. What is coming towards Taurus and love next? What is coming towards Taurus and love? So we have Devil card. Some of you be very careful with the Four of Swords. So yeah, I keep on seeing that there is great potential for you in love, but your own analysis paralysis, you not taking the action, you being inactive, might actually sabotage your connection. So I see for the week ahead, obviously this is a week ahead reading. So for the week ahead, I see that you might just not want to put an action. Like you will put yourself out, you will attract somebody, and then this person starts showing interest in you, and then you sabotage it. So that might happen. So be very careful that you know you don't do it. With the Devil card also, I see that you might get to know something about somebody which might be a bit hurtful. Of course, you might get to know that somebody was manipulating you. All right, so maybe you were dealing with somebody and this person was kind of like wrapping you up in the words, and you will get to know about it, and obviously all of this will lead you to like take a step back. So that might happen. For the week ahead, I would suggest you to like take it a bit slow. Don't be suspicious, be open to see what it is. Like don't try to over assume things from the get-go. Let things unreveal that themselves to you, and then make a decision, right? I also see there could be somebody who might be stalking you, and you will get to know about this person. So yeah, you will like from somewhere you will or get to know that this person was stalking you, or while talking to you this person will themselves mention it, and then you will get to know that yeah, okay, this person was stalking me. There is somebody in your energy who's like super obsessed with you, but this person's problem is they are also very manipulative. So yeah, like they're obsessed for you, but then they are manipulative, so that kind of makes the connection a bit toxic. So I say for the week ahead, you might just try to be in your own element, and you would not want to actively pursue this connection is what I see. So what is the advice for Taurus, please? Taurus, your advice is the Ace of Pentacles. So your advice is to be a little more practical, but then also take your emotions along. Sometimes we become so practical in life that we become emotionally completely void, you know, and we come out as someone who's very dry, and like people think that we are very rude or whatever. So I see that because of your past issues or whatever, you've become very, it's good that you've become very cutthroat and very direct and very straightforward, but just make sure that you haven't lost that emotional touch to yourself. Like you're not coming out as someone who's very rude and pissing people off and whatever. Like don't do that. So your advice is to not be rude to people. Like if you're meeting somebody, if you're meeting a potential or whatever, do not sabotage it, and do not be rude to the other person. Don't be dry. Like just have your emotions along. If you're, yeah, you might come off as someone who's very intelligent and intellectual, but don't be emotionally dry. So that is your advice. Keep your emotions in check. That's what it will be. And then don't try to be in a haste. Try to take things a bit slow. And focus on the new beginnings in life. Like do not self-sabotage opportunities in life. I see there'll be opportunities for you to connect with people, and you will take the initiation as well, but then later on you will just self-sabotage. So don't do that, all right? Anything else for Taurus, please? Three of Cups. Yeah, I also see that you will be going out, you'll be meeting people. Some of you, you'll be invited to get-togethers or parties or events or whatever, and you will have the potential to meet new people, new suitors, and connecting with like-minded people. So try to take things slow, but try to also first initiate and then keep it going. Like don't initiate stuff and then sabotage it. Some of you, I also see that you talk to people, like you initiate conversation on text also. you might be trying dating apps or whatever. So you talk to people and then you leave it midway, and then the other person unmatches you and leaves. Like, don't do that. If you're starting something, make sure that you're also putting in efforts to keep it going, right? Just do not sabotage it, or do not ghost the other person just because you're traumatized because of your past, and you are overly suspicious. Like, don't do that. So your only message this week is to take it a little slow and have fun. Like, have fun exploring your options. Don't be overly suspicious, all right? Don't let your analysis paralysis stop you from moving forward. That is that. Let's take your romance angel card. Give me message for Taurus, please. Message for Taurus. Finance and career. Some of you, you'll be very focused on your finances and career, and you're doing good as well. I see that recognition is coming in. Your status is improving. So some of you, you'll be so focused on your finance and career that your love life might not be a center point of focus for you this week. So that might be a thing. And then I also see you deserve love. Some of you, as I said, like, the problem is your own self. Sometimes you have to understand that we are the problem. So the problem is that because of your past experiences or whatever, your slate is still not clean. So somewhere you doubt whether you deserve love or whether you can have somebody so good. That is why you start the connection, you put the effort to initiate it, but then midway you ghost the other person or you sabotage it. So first you need to build upon your self-confidence and self-love. When you will feel good within yourself, you will automatically feel good with someone else, All right, give me a message for Taurus. So we have, will you stay with me in my struggles? Some of you, our time is coming finally. So Taurus, I see that some of you, you, like I said in the beginning of the reading, you're not looking for a boyfriend, you're looking for a husband, you're not looking for a girlfriend, you're looking for a wife. So I see that you are so fixated on this mindset. You are like, if somebody is supposed to be with me, then this person needs to commit to me that they will stay in my struggles and my happy times and all of that from the get-go. That is a problem. I'm not saying that you should not be clear on your goals, but like, do not pressurize yourself and other people right from the beginning. Like, try to talk to somebody for a couple of dates, like 2-3 dates. Like, just know whether this person is somebody that you want to spend life with, and then later on you can come to commitments and like all of that. Don't try to scare the other person from the first meeting, and don't build up too much pressure on yourself as well, right? So I see that yes, you want somebody who will stay with you in your struggles and happy times and all of that, which is great. To have this kind of a clarity is amazing, but don't try to pressurize yourself too much with this. Sometimes you may meet somebody in the first meeting and they might not look like they are the person meant for you, but then eventually when you know them, then you get to know that, okay, yeah, like, this is the person I can spend my life with. So keep it a little easy on yourself this week. Just focus on connecting with people, meeting people, putting yourself out, and then initiating the conversation, and then keep it going. Don't try to cut conversations midway. Don't try to stop talking to people midway just because you're like, oh my god, this person is not committing to me. Just give yourself time and give other people time. Yeah. Don't be too suspicious. And then I see your time is coming finally. Some of you are very close to meeting somebody significant, and like there will be good connection that will be coming in, but it's just that you need to be a little less suspicious and more outgoing. There's that. And I think this is the first time I'm doing a reading like this. Most of the times I'm like, yeah, you should talk to this person about marriage and commitment and all of that. But this is like the first time that I'm telling any sign that take it a bit slow and like have some fun, and then talk about commitment, and do not pressurize yourself for commitment from the get-go. Sorry. Yeah, so let's see your message, Taurus, from the Lovers Oracle. Give me message for Taurus, please, for the week ahead. See, hold on a second, too many cards came out. I'm going to put them back. I need specific messages for Taurus for a week ahead for their love life. So we have, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will be revealed. Exactly the thing, sometimes you may meet somebody and you may feel like this is not the person for me, or sometimes you meet somebody and you feel like this is the person for me, and later on doesn't work. So sometimes we do not like decode something from the get-go, but when we are in the process and when we spend time and we try to live through that time, then we get to know why certain things happen the way they did. So your message is to give it time. live through the moments. Don't be overly suspicious, and just live through the moment so that you can realize why things are happening, right? So don't try to decode everything from the get-go. That is your message for the week ahead, Taurus. All right, so that is your reading. It's a lovely reading, and just if you can like give some time to yourself and you can be patient with yourself and the process, you will see that why things happened the way they did and how it was all actually working for you and for your highest good. So that was your reading. I hope this helps and resonate. If it does, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment. I will see you very soon in the next video. Till then, you guys take care, stay safe, bye.